Hey everybody, Jennifer Waters here. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you the ins and outs of a kick that I promise you wins fights, knocks people on their butts, and most importantly, will be an incredible technique to add to your arsenal. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you are a martial artist, if you're an MMA fighter, kickboxer, you're probably familiar with the most basic of basic kicks, the front kick. I mean, hands down, this is probably the most common kick. But what I find is it is so underutilized in most MMA fights. And one of the reasons why is because of the stance required. So let's dig into the front kick. So from the basics, if I'm in my fighting stance, my front kick is my lead leg kick. I'm just bringing that knee up, popping out. Now there's 3 different ways that you can use this kick and hit with this kick. And if you hang around to the end of the video, I'm gonna make sure you catch all 3 of them. But let's first talk about damage, and let's talk about the proper use of a front kick in an MMA fight. Defensively, it's great to stop the opponent from moving in. So if I'm in position and I want to stick that kick out almost as if I'm throwing a jab with my kick, I can't. And that's the great thing about a front kick. It's awesome as a defensive kick to just pop out in front and get that person moving. Now, some people will also use it offensively. However, I found that in most MMA fights, people don't use it offensively. Why? I'm not exactly sure. Probably the reason why is because offensively, a lot of MMA fighters are worried about that front kick glancing off the body of someone who's sweaty in the fight, especially if you've got a lot of forward momentum, and you miss it, well, bam, you're landing straight into a right hand, straight into a power punch. And that's not ideal if you want to stay and you want to last the round. But if you hang around to the end of this video, I'm going to show you a surefire way to make sure that your front kick actually sticks, whether it's defensive or it's offensive. First thing is you want a good fighting position. A lot of stylists, boxers will start off with squared up stance. I actually don't prefer that. My style is Kempo Karate, so we like a bladed stance a little bit more. So my feet are kind of turned at a 45. Now when I throw that front kick, I want my knee to chamber in front. Cool thing that you can do is also use that elbow to block, okay? Then once you bring that knee up, extend that leg out. On the bag, if I'm in position, if my fingers can touch the bag, that means I'm in position, I lean back, I kick. Now you'll notice that I'm actually kicking with the ball of my foot. Now this type of kick, when you kick with the ball of your foot, is really utilized as a jab. So I can kick out and treat it just like I would a jab. Now some styles will actually teach you, and some ways that you can throw the kick, which is one of the things I'm going to talk about at the end of the video, will teach you to use a different part of your foot. So make sure you hang around. Oh, by the way, if you haven't done so already, we're trying to get this video up to 100 likes. So go ahead and press that like button, press subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so we can reach 100. And guys, every time you do this, just helps us out here on the channel to reach more people and to help more people with martial arts and martial arts techniques. I appreciate you. So we're here, we're throwing that front kick, knee goes up and out. When I throw my kick in a defensive posture, if I'm in tight, here's a great way to practice it. Lean away, head goes back, knee comes up high, almost like a shell, and then I can throw it out. Other thing that I can do is from an offensive position. So let's start getting into that and how you can use it offensively to win some fights. In Anderson Silva days, you know that the front kick going to the face is a great knockout. So we're coming up, and when we do this type of front kick, the knee actually comes up and the foot goes up. So we want to hit the jaw and hit the head and cause that head to knock backwards. So more of a karate style kick, knee goes up and out. This cannot be practiced on a flat surface bag because the kick is going up. Now you can practice, like if you have a paddle target or you have somebody that's holding a noodle for you, kicking up and just trying to touch, and you're hitting with the ball of your foot. So I actually have to pull my toes all the way back so I can hit with the ball of my foot, okay? The other thing you can do is you can use this foot or this front kick as a stomp straight to the face. But in order to accomplish that, you gotta have a lot of flexibility. You gotta be able to pick that whole foot up, and I want you to stomp with the whole bottom of the foot, boom, right on top of the face. So I'm in an offensive position, boom, and I'm slamming it in. Now, if we're going to the body, again, I can go ahead and I can kick with the ball of my foot like we discussed earlier. So I'm in position here, and I'm kicking with the ball of my foot here, right? if I want to get more power into this, one of the ways in which I can do that without suffering that damage from a counter right hand is simply by moving my head. So let me show you what I mean. You're in position here. You got those feet moving. You slide in. When you kick, instead of just leaving your foot here, or even extending and leaving your foot and your head here, look at the alignment. If I get swept, if this leg comes out to the side, boom, I'm right here, I'm getting hit. So what I do instead with that is I come here, but as I do it, my head goes back. So watch as I'm doing this technique. Here, and head goes back out of the way. That way, if I do get swept out to the side, I'm still back. I can pivot underneath and I can come back with my own strike, right? So that's something really important to remember. Now, another thing that you can do is you can hit with the heel. Okay, so instead of hitting with the ball of the foot, and instead of hitting with the whole foot, I can pull back my toes, I can pull back my foot, and I can hit with the heel only. All right, so I'm here, boom, and I'm popping it in, and I'm focusing on hitting with the heel and driving through with the heel. When I do this and I'm driving through with the heel, one of the things that I like to do is I like to turn my toes out to the side slightly. So whatever the lead leg is, I'm turning it out, and it helps drive in that heel a little bit more effectively here, okay? These are all some different ways for you to utilize front kicks, but the most important thing to understand is that as you're practicing front kicks, I would encourage you to focus on making sure you have good balance first. Balance is gonna be important, especially when you're learning how to do those front kicks. If you're here and you're falling backwards, you're gonna have a really tough, challenging time being able to get these front kicks to land. So first thing that you're gonna do is start from the bouncing position, get your hands in place, work on picking that knee up. If you can get your knee to pop up and touch your elbow, you're doing great. Touch the elbow, go out and land. That's gonna be important. Touch the elbow, go out and land. When you got that down, then you can start playing around with all those different variations. Hey, if you haven't done it already, make sure you check out this video on how to improve your footwork, especially for MMA. And for all of the gear, all the things that I love that are super important for any martial artist to use or have in their gear bag, check out the links in the description. We'll see you back next time here. Jennifer Waters out. If you enjoyed this video today, I need you to do me a favor. Make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ding, turn on your notifications. This is gonna help us make sure we get more videos like this out to you in a timely manner and help you on your martial arts journey in the quest to be your best.